Luka, welcome to Los Angeles. I'm curious, what's your reaction been the last 48 hours to some of the comments coming from Dallas on your way out the door to join the Lakers?
I'm just excited, to be here to start this new journey, and obviously, at some point I knew this was going to happen. But I would say I always take the high road. I had my amazing moments in Dallas with all my teammates, coaches, and the most importantly, the fans. They always supported me, and it was an amazing journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a man there that is still in shock and can't believe what happened. And at the same time, as I was watching this press conference, it was sad also because Luka seemed to really enjoy playing in Dallas, playing with the Mavericks. He enjoyed his teammates, and he can't believe what happened. He can't believe he in the Lakers at the Lakers press conference about to be a Laker, and he's been crying for a couple of days, man. And as I was watching this, it's very, very sad, but it's important. Let's hear the rest.
What have the past 48 to 60 hours been for you in coming to LA?
Well, it was hard first. That first day was really hard. I felt like this last 48 hours was 1 month. Like 2 days ago was 1 month ago. So emotionally it was really hard. But every day like today was much better. I'm just very happy to be here for this opportunity. It's the Lakers. It's one of the best clubs in history. So I'm excited to be here.
You say you're happy to be there. You don't sound too excited. It seems like to me the pain of Luka that he's experiencing is still there, and it's a sad situation, man. It's very sad, but Luka will be okay. I think he'll learn from it and he'll grow, and he's still gonna be great, put up his numbers, and I believe he'll do well. But the Luka situation should be a message for players around the league and the NBA, and also for young people in life. You can look at this Luka situation and you can learn from it and take it to your everyday life. And what that lesson is, I'm speaking to younger fans and younger people. When an authority figure tells you to do something, just do what they ask you to do. In whatever walk of life it may be. It may be. Whether it's your parents, they telling you to do something, or if you're on a job and you got a boss, they telling you to do something. Whoever the authority figure is, if they ask you to do something, do not give them any issues. Just do what they tell you to do, and I promise you things will go a lot smoother. You see, Luka, again, he really enjoyed playing with the Mavericks, and everybody asking, oh man, what's going on? What happened? Why would you trade a young dude and stuff like that? Well, from what I can see, a lot of the main thing was that GM and the people within the organization, they were just tired of dealing with Luka and his immaturity. While yes, he's very young and very talented, and me, myself, I spoke on my last video about understanding the mindset of the GM wanting to have a better defensive team. I also understand, looking at everything and looking at the press conference and stuff, that Luka behind the scenes was just a headache. And it's one thing about men, and any men that's listening, no matter what walk of life it may be, whether you dealing at a job or you dealing with a woman or whatever, men want peace. We don't want chaos. We don't want confusion or nothing like that. Men want to be able to come to work, do their job, and do it in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my own business, and I've had businesses, And I've had people that work for me and work under me. I had employees and stuff like that, and I still do. And it's nothing worse than dealing with a knucklehead ass employee who makes your job more difficult. Grown, mature men want peace. They want things done in order, and we do not want chaos. I don't care how talented you are. If you're causing chaos, I'm only gonna deal with you for so long. After that, if you're causing too much chaos and you're not listening to what I ask you to do, I'm gonna get rid of you. I don't care how young you are, and I don't care how talented you are. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. This is sports, it's basketball, and you're dealing with a young superstar, a phenom. I get it. But when they telling you, hey man, stop drinking. Your diet need to be better. Get in shape. Stop complaining to the refs. Stop talking back to the coach. And you constantly rebelling. At some point, grown, mature men, they gonna get rid of that immature nonsense. And while I am a fan of Luka, that is a lot of faults that he have. We see it when we watching the game. He do a lot of whining, complaining, and crying to the ref, and he be yelling at Jason Kidd and stuff like that. And people don't want to keep dealing with that. Now again, I'm not saying I would have traded dude. I'm not saying that. And again, I understand want to be better defensively as a team. You know, I understand that part. And if I was going to trade him, I most definitely would have got more. Even though I do think the Mavericks are going to be okay. They'll be a good team. Obviously, you don't have the window that you had with Luka, who's much younger, but I do think the Mavericks will be a good team. Whether they win, I don't know. And I think Luka will be fine in the long run. He'll learn from this, but I understand, man. We want peace. We want peace. Grown, mature folks tired of dealing with you knucklehead-ass athletes. Just like Jimmy Butler. I like Jimmy Butler. He got an old school vibe to him. I get it. But he's turned into a whiny crybaby. And Pat Riley is right. I see a lot of people talking about, oh man, Pat Riley tripping and stuff like that. Hey man, the bottom line is, Pat Riley is the boss. The owner of the Miami Heat, what's the gentleman name? Mickey Arison. He's given control to Pat Riley. So Pat Riley has the authority. And Jimmy Butler, it's a playoff situation. The team is playing and you're out injured. If Pat Riley tell you to shut your goddamn mouth because you're not playing, then you do what he tell you to do. It's just that simple. It's not that hard. Sit your ass on the bench. You're hurt. You're still getting paid, and shut the fuck up. I know a lot of y'all young people don't want to hear it, but I gotta say it like the old school granddaddies and the old school uncles used to. And that's what we missing in society. Real men with authority. You know, and I don't know what the situation is with Luka, man, but he had a lot of immaturity and stuff like that. And grown men don't want to deal with that nonsense. Just don't. So this can be a lesson. When authority figures tell you to do something, shut your goddamn mouth. Do what they tell you to do. In the long run, you'll thank them. You'll appreciate it. Hey, I was younger too. I was a knucklehead. I did knucklehead stuff when I was young. I get it. But now that I'm older, I understand what my father and my mother and stuff was telling me growing up. Even though I didn't like it, I understand now. And Luka, they had his best interest. Yo, man, you are special and you are great, but you can be even greater if you dedicate yourself to getting in shape. Stop drinking beers. Stop eating hot dogs and bad food or whatever you be doing, bruh. Stop complaining to the ref. I want y'all to remember what Brian Windhorst said in the NBA Finals. Everybody got mad at Brian Windhorst, but what he said was real talk. Brian Windhorst sounded like an old school uncle or old school granddad that told you to shut your goddamn mouth and listen and you'll be better. Let's rewind and hear what Brian Windhorst had to say. And I'm gonna come back. And this is real talk. Everybody got mad, but it was real. He told the truth about Luka. I know who Brian Windhorst is, dealing with LeBron and all that type of stuff. I get it. But this was real talk. He was saying this out of love to Luka, and everybody got mad. But he was telling the truth. That's the reason why. That's part of the reason why he got traded. Let's listen.
But Luka fouls out late. I just wonder your reaction to that whole sequence.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect that Luka fell onto the ground there in an unacceptable position to put himself in with 4 minutes left with 5 fouls, and then immediately looks at the bench and says, "You better bleeping challenge it," as if it's the bench's fault that he just made a terrible play. I'm standing here in the Mavericks tunnel. Over there is the Celtics tunnel. That's where the winners are. If Luka's ever going to be a winner coming out of this tunnel here, he is going to have to use what's happened in this finals as a learning experience. His defensive performance is unacceptable. He is a hole on the court. The Celtics are attacking him. They are ahead in this series because they have attacked him defensively. And you've got a situation here where Luka is complaining about the officiating. They have begged him. They have talked with him. They have pleaded with him. He is costing his team because of how he treats the officials. He's a brilliant player. He does so many things well. They are here because of how he did. His performance in this game is unacceptable and the reason why the Mavericks are not going to win. He's got to get over this. And the fact that he came out after the game and blamed the officials showed me he's nowhere close yet. So maybe over the summer, somebody will get to him because nobody with the Mavericks or anybody else in his life has. And that's where the Mavericks are at this point. They're never going to get to this tunnel with the trophy if he doesn't improve those aspects of his game.
That's real talk right there, man. That's real talk. And I'm sure what Windhorst said there is part of the reason why Luka was traded. Everything he said there last year in the NBA Finals was right on the money. He sounded like an old school granddaddy or old school uncle. Yes, you're great, and the Mavericks would not have been in the NBA Finals without him. But he basically said, you hard-headed, you don't listen, you won't get in shape, and he cost them because he's out of shape, can't move, can't play no defense. The coach telling you to shut your goddamn mouth, stop complaining to the ref, you still complaining. You know what I'm saying? They telling you stop talking, stop yapping, you still doing it. At some point, grown folks, mature folks, gonna say enough. Yes, he's great, but get his ass away from her. That's what grown, mature folks will do. They will only deal with the nonsense for so long. And Luka's been doing this for a while. And like Windhorst said, brilliant player, great player. But the Celtics expose him. They expose him being out of shape, can't defend. He's a hole on the court. And then you foul out late in the game and you complaining and yelling to the ref and you yelling to the bench, cussing out your coach. Yeah, I see why they traded you. That's part of the reason why. People say, oh man, young man, yada, yada, yada. I get it. But at some point when people telling you over and over and over, hey man, stop. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do it. And you constantly running back and doing it, enough. And that's why he's with the Lakers right now. So I just want, this to be a lesson to younger people, if y'all listening, whoever's listening, younger fans. When an authority figure tells you to do something, do it. If your parents tell you to do something, do it. You might not like it, but trust me, they looking out for you and they want the best for you. If you playing sports and a coach tell you to do something, listen to your coach. Don't be a headache to your damn coach. Your coach love you. The coach want the best for you. They want you to perform well and do well and help the team. A coach is not going to put you in a position to fail. A good coach. If you're out at a job and your boss tell you to do something, do it. You might like that job you at, but if you continue being a knucklehead, your boss gonna get rid of your ass. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose being around coworkers you might like and everything else. You don't realize what you have until it's gone. If you out and a cop pull you over, don't be like Tyreek Hill, be a dumbass. A cop, when they pull you over, they are the authority figure. Do what they ask you to do. If they get out of line, handle it in court. Don't be a jackass and talk back and be a knucklehead. Do what they ask you to do. Get out the situation peacefully. Because whether you like it or not, they are the boss. They are the authority figure when they got you pulled over. Listen to what they tell you to do so you can get out of that situation peacefully. And if they do something wrong, handle their ass in the courtroom. You know, this Luka situation, you know, it rolls over into life. Everybody, this old player empowerment BS that LeBron has brought to the NBA, where you think the players run something. Nah, your players don't run a goddamn thing. These owners got the money, they own the team. You as a player, yes, they can't function without you, but you still are an employee. So when they tell you to do something, you shut your goddamn mouth and do what they tell you to do. And shut the fuck up. And if you don't want to do that, get the hell on. Go play somewhere else. Go start your own league. You see how this gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. So that's that, man. Let Luka be a lesson that you can take over into your real life. Look at Luka. Luka's gonna be fine. He's gonna make his money. Well, he gonna lose a lot of money, but he's still gonna make a lot of money. But he's gonna lose a lot of money. He's not gonna get the Supermax. He's gonna lose a lot of money in taxes, in California taxes, that he wouldn't have to pay in Texas. That's another thing, because he's hard-headed and wouldn't listen. You're gonna lose money, but ultimately he'll be fine. He'll eventually get over it, and he'll play well with the Lakers, and things will be fine. But right now he's hurting. He's hurting. You know, a hard head make a soft ass. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm out.